All right, we are live again. Bobby, good morning, good evening. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing great, man.
Awesome.
Okay, so just a quick intro. Like these videos, we usually run every week, like a video on how to automate, how to streamline stuff in your business. And Bobby and I were talking about how to streamline, how to automate your events, in a way that you do it once and then you don't need it to be all the time there and say, you know what, let's do this call live so I can explain how it's done, and then we can do like this is like a freestyle. So basically, when I explain how it works, and Bobby, you can ask me any questions, and you guys, if you're watching, ask anything you like as well, and we're gonna make it fun and interactive.
Awesome.
So, okay, so let me recap. The question was, like I have a 5 days event, a 5 days challenge, or workshop, or whatever, because now it's very trendy. Everyone goes to the challenges, but it can get exhausting to run them all the time yourself. So why not to have a place, a platform where you have all the videos, and the videos are being delivered to your audience at the corresponding time. And the audience gets notified, they get to watch the video, they get to do the exercises, you give them the instructions on the video, but instead of you delivering it live, you can record it, pre-record it, and then it's done forever. So was that the question that we were going to talk about?
So I mean, the 5 day challenge. What I really want to set up as a course is, they sign up for the course on some sort of landing page, and then they get the email with the first video, and then 24 hours later they get the next video, and then of course there's follow up emails where you send the worksheets or the follow up reminders and all that kind of stuff, and then over the period of 5 days everything's automated, right? So they get the videos, they get the emails, and all the resources I'm going to give them. And at the end, there's the call to action to book a call with me. So I want to set up this whole thing so that all I have to do now is all I got to do is direct people to that landing page, and then the automation will do the rest. And that's what I
Yeah.
want to. That's why I want to evergreen it, because once I have that, then I'll have a flow of leads coming in.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So let's see how we can do that. I haven't prepared that, so we're gonna kind of like do it on the spot.
Workshop it. Let's do it.
As a disclaimer, I want to say that if you're watching, but whoever is watching, like there's a difference between pre-recorded events and live events, and I don't think that you can substitute and forget about doing a live event ever again, because live, it gives you like a different interaction with your audience. But once you've done an event that it's been great, why not to monetize it and save yourself time by automating the whole thing, and then you can start working on a next event or another event. So that way it's like having two Bobbies or two of whoever you are working for the same business. So I just wanted to say that, no one to think that we are trying to replace the lives. The lives are very good, but we can make more out of them. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me see if I do that right. Where am I? Okay, so you guys should see my screen now.
Yeah, I see
Can you?
it.
Okay, so basically, this is the platform that we're going to use. It's called the Iconic Business Hub, which is the one that we use to run our businesses. And here we have everything. We have the book the appointments, we have the CRM where we can store all the contacts, we have all the pipelines and opportunities, we collect the payment as well, and we send the invoices, and we connect everything with Stripe. We can run all the marketing campaigns here with the social media planner, the emails. We can create affiliate campaigns. We can have as many websites, funnels, and membership sites, which is what we're going to be using today, as we want. And I'm sharing all that because that means that you can have everything automated and systematized inside one place. And from the moment that you send the post on social media to the moment that the client pays and they receive all the information for the onboarding. So In that case, what we're going to do, and this is a dummy profile, there's a bunch of different stuff built in, but it's not an active profile, just to make sure that we don't stop anyone's account. Basically, what we'll go is to memberships, and we want to go to products, which is the courses. Okay. And how long is your workshop? Is it like 5 days, Bobby?
Yeah, there's 5 days. You know, around 45
Okay.
minutes each day.
So basically, what we would do, these are like two programs that are already created here. We could create a product, sprint course. We're gonna create one from our build your own, and it's gonna be a workshop. We're gonna call it 5 days workshop. 5 days. And of course, we're not going to upload the videos or all the stuff or make it look nice with beautiful branding, but we're going to tell you exactly how to do that in a way that it's interactive with your potential clients. So basically, here we're going to create like this is a category. Basically, this would be day one, and we're going to make it super simple.
Yeah, sorry, I have a question for you already.
Yeah, tell me.
Are you doing this on my account or on your account?
No, it's a blank account. This is
Oh, I
a,
see. Okay, okay.
a dummy account. So we're gonna create day one, and inside here, this is gonna be video recording day one, and then here we can have homework day one, post in group. So now here we can put a link so people can download the homework, and we can put a link to the group so they can drop the exercise in the group, so you make it all active. You can also upload files here, but basically here we're going to create day one, and here is where we upload the video for day one. Now once you have day one, what you're going to do, we're gonna create day two exactly the same way. So we create a category that's going to be day two, and inside here we're going to create a lesson that's going to be recording day two. So now we want to publish that. And again, remember, this is just a dummy profile. I'm going to create three. Then you know it's the same. It's the same if you create like five. You just create as many as you want. You could have a course here that has like a thousand recordings if you wanted to.
Is there a way to replicate it or clone it so that you can create the first one, have a lot of information on it, and then clone it so that the same information is there for the other days?
I don't have the option here to clone. You can clone an entire course, but once you're inside, like for example, you would have to create the first one from scratch, and then you could come here and say, okay, I want to clone that. And here, oh, sorry,
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I saw that.
you could come here and clone it. But
Right.
the original one you will have to create one by one. Think about that. You probably it's probably not going to be a huge course, and if you're not going to be shooting all the videos on the same day. So now we have these videos here. So now what happens that your clients or your prospects, you get them on board, they click on a landing page, and it could be something like that, for example, that it's built in the platform as well. And you can create a little landing page that here, instead of yes, I want the book, it says yes, I want to participate in this challenge. And once you click here, there's going to be a pop-up is gonna be opening, and then they're going to put the details, and automatically they're going to receive access to the course.
I have a question for you. Do you recommend to make it required to put your phone number in there?
The reason, look, it depends, okay? If you're giving like a lot of value up front, and something that your audience really wants, I would definitely ask them for the phone number, because it's going to allow you to communicate with them with phone as well. Email deliverability it's getting really hard these days, and sometimes emails go into spam. So by having the phone number, we can engage with people at a different level. Now, if your sole purpose is to get contact details as much as many as you can, as fast as you can, then you want to make it super easy using just first name and email, or even just the email. But because this is going to be like a 5 day course, it's going to be a lot of value. You can ask for a little bit more of commitment, and it's a free
Yeah.
training as well. So I would recommend using the phone. It's going
Yeah,
to
no,
say.
that makes a lot of sense. I agree with that. And then the hub can also, because I don't usually use SMS texts, but I mean we could actually set up automations with email and with texting them, right?
Yeah, usually you set up emails and SMS.
Okay.
And on the SMS, I usually don't give information. I just let people know, hey, you got an email. Please check the spam inbox just in case. And that way, you assure that that the message comes across.
Okay. Cool.
So let me see. Since we are here, let me see if I can find. Um, if I want to show you an example, uh, let's see. I'm not gonna find. Okay, I can't find the page, but I wanted to show you like an example of a landing page to basically get people into enrolling into your challenge. But the same, it can be like something very simple to get people enrolled, or you could basically create a LinkedIn event. And when people say yes to the LinkedIn event, you can automate it here and connect it to the platform, and they receive access to the course. So now we got the
And,
we
and
got
sorry, and sorry, another question. If we set up a LinkedIn event, we can actually make it attached to Zapier and then connect in here and start to feed into this funnel. Is that right?
yes, yes, that's correct. So basically, the way it works, on LinkedIn, you need to use one of these LinkedIn forms. You need to create your event not
The
using your
lead, gen-
personal.
yeah, you have to make sure that the event has the lead the LinkedIn form where they have to fill in their information.
Yes, you need to create the event using a business page. And then when you create the event, you select a LinkedIn ads form, and it's free. And then it's going to allow you to download all the registration info with everyone that says yes to the event, or automate it right away. So when they say yes to the event, automatically they're going to be into your CRM, and they're going to start receiving information relevant to the event.
Very cool.
So, for example, let's put the case. Someone signs up, great, and then what we do is we want to send them access. We're going to send them access to the course, but say, well, but there is 5 courses here. In this case, 3. So, what do you do instead of creating a course that is you get access once and that's all? What we are going to create here, it is a drip course, and drip for the first day we're going to put 0 days. Oh, if we can 0, okay, we can put 1 day.
What do you mean by a drip course? So what do you mean by drip? Like you have to wait,
Yes,
like explain that.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a second. So drip, we're gonna put 2 days. A drip course in this case, and I'm just gonna set that up and I'll explain. 2 days and this 3 days, okay? We create a landing page, and it's gonna say, hey, join the LinkedIn challenge, join the TEDx workshop. We start in 1 day, or we start in 2 days, or whatever you decide it to be, right? And then what we do is we give them access to your training. And drip means that if we set up 1 day, when they join, they will get access to the training on day 1. So that means as soon as they join the program, they will see the first video. You can put 2, and then they will see the first video on day 2. Now, because you're gonna have each consecutive day, it's one different type of content. You wanna give them day 1 on day 1. We're gonna give them day 2 on day 2. Day 3, we're gonna give
Yeah, I don't
them.
want them. I don't want them to see it all at once because there's
Yeah,
exercises and they have to process information. So I want them to have the time to think about those things.
exactly. So this is why we are gonna block everything and we're gonna release it in a drip mode. This is why it's called drip. That means it's gonna be dripping over time, and we decide the cadence. So day 1, day 2, day 3. If you wanted to do week 1, week 2, week 3, you could set up here the timing as well. And the way we do that is because we can now, by setting this up like this, if you go here, we go to products, and now we go to membership settings. We can decide in email settings, we say, hey, send drip emails. Yes. What we are going to do is every day, as soon as the content is available, they are going to be receiving an email that's automatically being sent by the platform that is going to say, hey, you got a new video in the TEDx workshop series. Please check your learning platform, or whatever we want. There is a default template that's going to come out, but we can also create a template and then choose it here. So you can put it on brand the email to your to your marketing purposes, to whatever you're doing. And that would be this is pretty much everything you need to do to make sure that they receive these emails and the information. Now, the next thing that you have any question, by the way?
No, this is good so far. I'm getting that.
Okay, so we save that. Let's assume that now we have our course, we have uploaded the videos, and we have uploaded the exercises here. We have put like the links to the Facebook or the LinkedIn group so they can join, and everything is in there. So every day when they receive the email, they will open the email, they will click, and this video will open up, and then they will see underneath the links and the instructions for whatever they need to do on the day. Now, you might not be present on these videos, but if everyone that's joining the group, that's joining this challenge, they're going to be posting stuff in the group, in the LinkedIn group or Facebook group. So the activity is going to be held there, and you can just focus your time on giving feedback to the prospects' homework and engaging with them in the group to make it more interactive and alive. So let's assume now that we have that all done, all the videos, all the instructions, everything is spotless. Now, the next thing that we want to do is to set up an automation to send them emails and remind them, hey, remind that tomorrow we are talking about that, or hey, the video is up. So all this communication with them that you want to have along the training. In this case of this account, this is a snapshot account. So that means that when someone signs up for the platform, they can get access to all these built-in features. So if we look here at the challenge sequences,
That's
we
one
have
that's already been created, like the challenge sequence, something you already have.
Yeah, this is already created here. So, for example, when someone submits this form and they say, yes, I want to participate, we are going to tag them. They register to your event. We are going to remove them from the promotional workflow if we have one going. And then we're going to make sure that they make it to all the automations, and we're going to send them a message saying, hey, I'm so happy that you're joining. Welcome to the 5 days TEDx workshop. It's going to be so much fun. Please pay attention to the emails because you're going to receive notifications, blah, 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 whatever it is. You want to welcome people and make them feel special. And here there's a few more automations that we have set up. But to make something simple, you just send them a welcome email. And then what we are going to have is a reminder sequence, which basically what we are going to be doing If every video is gonna go out every day at 1 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna set the time here, and then we're gonna put here the emails that we want them to receive. So one day before the challenge starts, or one day before the event starts, we say, "Hey, we're starting tomorrow," and we're sending them an SMS to remind them. 8 hours before the day one goes off, we say, "Hey, today is about understanding who's your audience," and we remind them. And 30 minutes before, say, "Hey, here's the link. Make sure that you join," or we just send them directly the link to the platform. That way, everyone, you build the anticipation, you keep the communication with these people who are looking forward to the video, and you are on holiday because you don't need to do anything of that. You set that once, and the emails are all set up and all written because it's always the same content, and that
I
happens
have a
every.
question. I have a question. So, when it comes to sending emails and sending them an SMS text message, do you recommend the same frequency and at the same time for those?
Yes, you will see that some people say, "Hey, please don't send me messages," or "Hey, I prefer messages because emails I don't read them." So usually, what you want to do is you want to streamline and automate as many things as you can. So, for example, this is 5 days, and everyone's joining a challenge. They know they're gonna receive emails and communication. So I would recommend, like always, if it's 5 days, be consistent with the emails. If you remind them 30 minutes earlier, remind them every day 30 minutes earlier. Otherwise, if I would join a challenge and it was like 5 days, and each day I would receive the different information, I would feel it a little bit confusing. And to be honest, that's it. I mean, you could change the cadences and send them the reminders at different times,
Well,
but
I guess what I meant was, sometimes people get like 3 or 4 reminder emails for a training and whatnot, but then for the text messages, you only get maybe one. So I was just curious whether there's a difference or they should be the same. If you're gonna get one email reminder 3 minutes for, then one text message. But sometimes I thought maybe text is different than email. That's all.
yeah, look, it's a good question. Like I would say, I would be inclined to send less messages than emails because I feel like the message is more invasive. Like you're actually going into their phone and making the phone ring in their hand. So it's kind of more of an invasion of their private space, so to speak. But this is my personal feeling. By default, you can always like do whatever you think is right, and then people will tell you, "Hey, look, stop sending me messages," and then you stop. There is automations inside the platform that when someone receives a message, they just say, "Hey," the message will have like a little bottom text that says, "Reply, stop, if you don't want to receive these messages." This needs to be there because if we want to comply with the law.
Yeah,
So
and I agree with you. I think that I would rather have one text message reminder, 30 minutes before or something. But emails, I don't mind having 2 or 3 email reminders, 24 hours, 8 hours, 30 minutes. I'm cool with
yeah,
that. But if I got 3 texts, I would be annoyed. Okay, that's a lot. So
yeah,
I get you.
I agree. I agree with you. So it would be enough. This would be enough for you to have all these people engaged. Now, this sequence here is a little bit more complex because in here what we have is a whole sequence to promote the events to your contact list, and then as soon as they register, we put them into a sequence to upsell them into the VIP. That means that say, "Hey, Bobby, I see that you joined. I'm so excited to have you there. Look, I've got like a private room for VIP people. It's $97. If you want to upgrade, it's gonna be great to have like a more intimate connection." So this is a sequence that it's gonna upsell people into that, which is already done. And then what it does is sends them a message. Is they say, "Hey, have the challenge started?" Or they have upgraded already to VIP. If they haven't upgraded, they're gonna receive the upsells. As soon as they upgrade, they're gonna be removed from the promo, and they're gonna follow the normal sequence. So that's before the challenge, and during the challenge, there's another sequence for the VIP to remind them about the times of the calls. And then there is also a sequence here that reminds us, hey, look, the recording for the call is already in the group. Please check it out. In a pre-recorded event, we wouldn't need this automation because the videos are going to be always recorded in the same platform. But we probably want to have something like that. And these two automations are very important because when you see one of these landing pages and then you start seeing testimonials from clients and videos and results that they generated from this challenge or from working with this particular coach, this is all automated here. So as soon as the challenge finishes, we're gonna put everyone into that sequence, and the system does that automatically. And we're gonna ask them to submit a testimonial, and then we send them a message and we say, hey, email, this is how you submit the testimonial. Please, it's so easy. Just shoot a video or write a note, and you're gonna participate in a contest. You can win a prize. Okay.
Okay, so
And
so
then,
let me ask this. So based on what you're saying, this is great. I mean, I have the 5 day challenge, which I want to automate, but now I need to think about creating some sort of VIP thing, which I mean, generally speaking, the VIP thing would be just giving them access to me and some sort of special weekly meeting. Is that kind of the idea of that?
the
And
the
then I have to think about a
VIP.
prize, which I haven't thought about a prize, but that's a good idea. Offer some sort of prize incentive for them to give me a testimonial. I haven't thought about that, but that's really good information to think about.
Yeah. So in this case, how this particular automation is set up, like of course it can be changed and modified, but basically there is like a free challenge which is like super valuable, and it's gonna be 1 hour every day during 5 days, and then at the end of the first hour, which is free, there is another hour that it's only for the VIP people. So the people
Oh,
who upgrade to VIP have a one-on-one kind of connection with the coach or with you. It's going to be a more intimate group, and you can talk about things that you don't talk in the free challenge. That way, people pay $97 or whatever you decide it to be, and then they get some extra value. They also receive more information, more like worksheets and a book and some other stuff. So it's a great way to spot the people who are really interested in working with you.
got it. Okay, cool.
And finally, just to finish, well, yeah, basically what the automation does is gonna send them reminders to, hey, do you want to win the prize? Just submit the testimonial. Just submit the testimonial here. We give them the link. We make it easy for people to submit a testimonial because we're gonna give them something in exchange, and we can give them. You can give them a one-on-one coaching. You can give them access to a course. You can give them like a partnership. Like it doesn't matter. In this case, we're giving them $1,000, the opportunity to win $1,000, and that generates a lot of testimonials. The good thing about that is that you set it up once, and in this case, it's already pre-built. So basically, the only thing left to do here is to put your details, update the landing pages, and off you go. And everything else happens automatically. So you can focus on.
And is all of this, just another question, is all of this available in the Business Hub for all of us who have a subscription?
Yeah. So basically, the Business Hub, it has all these automations in there. This is a snapshot of an account that I built, and we are making it available for people that are signing up or for clients like you that are already in there.
Right. I mean, I guess I'm not leveraging it as much as I could
Yeah.
because sometimes I get overwhelmed by the tech things. Oh my god! But I think what I want to do is I probably start copying and using them and editing it all, and then maybe test it on myself and see what I get. And I guess I get nervous, right? It's like I don't want to I don't want to do this and set it out and have 1,000 people come in and everything's screwed up. I might want to do it, put my own name, email, see what I get, test out the flow, and then I'll be happy to run it. But yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah. Look, that I'm glad you said it. Like this comes with we build a snapshot, we build the automations, and we build a course, a completely separate course that it goes one by one explaining what it is. Now, another disclaimer here, right? Automations are great, systems are great, but it is important that we spend like enough time to understand how things work and to make it work without stress, because I see sometimes people that they didn't spend the time learning how the things work, and then they blame you because the system doesn't work. I'm like, well, you don't know how it works, you didn't spend the time to learn, or you didn't ask me how this works, and now you blame me because it doesn't work. Well, no, it's like I give you a motorbike or a car and you put water instead of petrol, and then you blame me. Like, no, you needed, you didn't, you didn't have to put water in there. It works with petrol, right? So it's important, and that's why we're trying to make it super easy. And instead of you spending like a month learning a platform and automations, you want to spend like, a few hours, or a couple of days, and put it all together, and then
Yeah,
off you
I mean,
go.
I can say that as a non-tech person, I get very nervous about those things. So, for example, I bought programs before where it was all set up for me, but then I was too nervous to run it because I didn't understand how it works. So I think
Yeah,
even just setting it up and then testing on myself, and even if it takes me 5 days to go through the 5-day process, that will
yeah,
make me happy. It's okay, this is great. It works. LinkedIn connected to this thing. It's the emails. I got the videos worked. Okay, let's now promote the crap out of this thing and build up this
yeah,
funnel. So
yeah,
no, it's good because I think it's important. I mean, someone like myself, I mean, I create a lot of content, but I get nervous about the emails and the SMSs and things like that. So, yeah,
yeah.
it's cool that it's there. I'm looking forward to testing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so maybe we have to install it into your account and make it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, maybe that's the topic for another call. All right, Bobby. I hope that that was helpful and for everyone watching as well. And if you want to learn more about the Business Hub, you can reach out to me or to Bobby, and I'm super happy to share more details. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Bobby. I'll speak to
Thank
you
you,
soon.
Carlos.